Afternoon, everybody. Thought we would do a impromptu live stream, and just to make sure everything's working on LinkedIn. Robert, it looks like you are tuning in from LinkedIn land. Big question mark, because I don't normally do live streams on Fridays. So welcome to an impromptu live stream. So let me know you can hear me okay, Robert, if you're tuning in. Looks like you're tuning in from YouTube as well. If you could hit me on both locations, just let me know whether or not you can hear everything's coming through live, because we've had some technical difficulties doing our live stream the last couple weeks. So I want to make sure, one, going into next week, that everything is working properly. But two, I wanted to address a couple things that have come up this week. And since our live stream did not go live over on LinkedIn, a large portion of our audience missed out on our normal Do What Is Necessary live stream, which is typically on Wednesday afternoons at 3 Eastern. And I aired some dirty laundry on Wednesday, my own. I talked a lot about the mistakes that I made, the 5 top mistakes that I made running an MSP, my big screw-ups. So if you caught that, thank you for watching that episode. But it has raised a few more questions, especially from our big announcement. I did have a big announcement from Wednesday. So I had a lot of questions around that, and I wanted to answer a few questions live. So if you're tuning in, let me know if you do have any questions, if you did catch the live stream. But I want to talk a little bit about, like I said, the mistakes that I made, and my number one mistake that I made. Let me go ahead and get the slides up from the other day. A lot of people are asking, what is the MSP Growth Map? And I'll get to that in a second. But the MSP Growth Map actually came from my biggest mistake, which cost me, like I said, I probably, if I had to add it all up, it was well over $100,000 in wasted efforts because of this right here. Not being a true student of sales and marketing, and really not understanding myself as a business owner, how that worked, especially as an MSP, a managed service provider. And not being a student of marketing, I did what pretty much everybody does. I started just shelling out boatloads of cash. I bought every single toolkit, every course, every guru program that was out there. I was spending money in cash and time like it grew on trees. And it was a wasted effort, I found, because, again, I didn't really understand what sales and marketing were, how they worked, how it affected my business, and the way I needed to be different, because I ended up doing what pretty much everybody does, and I still see this right now, that in order to get started someplace, we just start copying and pasting everything. We buy into a toolkit and we just copy and paste and hope for the best. And I get frustrated and myself, and when we deal with coaching clients and we get on the phone with them, this is the number one thing that people have issues with, is sales and marketing. Everybody tells me they need more leads, but when you go and examine it, everybody's pretty much doing the same thing. And the same marketing campaigns that were being issued as part of toolkits back in 2008, 2009, when I ran my MSP, are still being sold for thousands of dollars as a way to sell managed services here in 2021. So much has changed, and that was the thing that I get frustrated with. And when I see MSPs that are out teetering on the brink of disaster because they've done exactly what I've done. They've spent tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing efforts that don't work. And if you've gone down that similar path, if you're catching the live stream today, go ahead and put in the comments that if you've taken a similar path or done the same things that I have done. Because I know I'm not the only one, because I talked to hundreds of MSPs since I sold mine that have done the exact same thing that I've done. And we get squirreled because we try a couple things and, okay, that didn't work, so we move on to the next one. Let's try direct mail. Okay, that didn't work, so we go on to telemarketing. We try that for a month or so. Oh, that didn't work, or the leads stink, or they're, the prospects are garbage. But again, it's just all of the understanding around what sales and marketing is, what a prospect is. And the main thing to understand is, for me, was I didn't understand that it was 3 to 6 months of consistent effort before I would see results. And by starting and stopping all the time, it was almost impossible to get results. If you found the same thing in your business, if you get squirreled with the latest shiny gadget or technique or toolkit or course, again, put that in the comments. If you're watching this after the fact on the live stream, please put that in the comments too, because I follow up with every single comment from these live streams. So on Wednesday, like I said, I talked in length about that was the biggest mistake that I made. I made hundreds of mistakes running an MSP, but that was probably the biggest one that nearly cost me my business at several points over 10 years of running my MSP. And since then, I am all about helping MSPs, hardworking MSPs, do just the opposite of what I was doing. Learn from my mistakes and hopefully prevent them from making the exact same mistakes that I did. And for the last, I would say, I'll probably have plus 200 hours in this right here. And in my own trial and error, in coaching MSPs, in talking with MSPs, studying MSP marketing over the last 7 years, there isn't anybody that has come out with a map, a physical map that shows you the process of how to get there. And that is what I have worked diligently on over the last 7 months on this right here, is to be able to provide a map that takes you all the way through the process of a marketing and sales process. And we're going to do that in 30 days. And this is something brand new that we're launching next Friday. And the best part about it is we're actually going to do this live on a live stream next Friday afternoon. 4 weeks straight, we are going to go through a private live stream. This isn't going to be a public live stream. It's going to be a private live stream so we can help you implement this map inside of your IT service provider, or if you're a managed service provider, MSSP, doesn't matter. This formula will work for your business. And it works because this is a modified version of what I was doing to scale and grow my business, especially the last 2 years leading up to the sale of my MSP in 2014. And if you, like I said, if you do have questions as we go through here, I'm happy to answer. That's why I jumped on this live stream, because I've been getting inundated with questions, people who've either watched live the other day or have watched the replay over on YouTube, that want to know more about this process, a little bit more about, what is actually included, what we're going to cover. And that's what I wanted to do with this brief live stream. We're not going to be on for a lengthy time because I know it's Friday afternoon. Everybody's pretty much clocked out for the weekend. But like I said, this is the thing we're going to do different with this one. We are not going to do, I thought about doing this as a recorded course. And if you've taken any of my courses, you know I am ridiculously thorough with my courses. And I want to make sure that people actually get this implemented. I am looking for people who are willing to put in the work and put in place a process. Finally put in a process where they can anchor in and get sales and marketing accomplished inside their business and be able to scale growing their business. So we're going to talk about what's on the agenda. This is going to be the agenda starting next week. Like I said, we're going to break this into 4 weeks, and however long that takes. I've booked 2 hours for a private live stream starting next Friday. But if it goes longer than that, if people want to show up, if people ask questions, I want to make sure that this is an implementation live stream. This isn't just about gathering information. This is about making sure that you actually have something implemented, because we don't need another template. We don't need another course that's not going to be implemented. And what I'm going to do is we're going to cover everything in the basics. We're going to start with how to develop and find the perfect customer for your IT business. We're going to find out where to find them. We're going to talk about the currency, and this is a unique concept inside the managed service industry. We're going to talk about a specific measurable result that your solution will help customers achieve. And I'm just a little bit of clue in, it has nothing to do with the tech that you sell, or the service the technical service that you provide. It has everything to do with getting a specific measurable result for your clients in any industry. And that is, my friends, is going to allow you to craft a message that is not going to be the copy and paste garbage that we see going around, and still to this day going around. Because everybody's doing the same thing, we're all getting the same results, which is a big fat zero. And I want to end that once and for all for IT service providers. Week number 2, like as you can see, we're going to do a lot of work next week in launching this process inside of your business. And this is going to be a tailored process inside of your business. Week number 2, we're going to, actually, let me go back a slide. We're going to do a digital brain dump to see potential topics and steps for productizing your service. Is coming up with a signature solution that is your unique intellectual property. And we're going to craft a message around that, and we're going to productize your service and break it into 9 specific steps of how you deliver a measurable result for your customers. Because I think it's time that we put our money where our mouth is as MSPs and actually deliver results up front. Customers expect results, and I'm going to show you how we do that and how you can have a unique result for any industry, whether any type of niche or niche market, vertical market, whatever you want to call them. We're going to help you develop a unique solution that is different than everybody else is selling out there. Most people want to start in the content, and I was the same way. We want to start with the tactics. We want to start with a piece of content that we get as part of a toolkit or part of a coaching program or other guru product, but we never seem to end up getting the results that we're looking for. And again, that's what I want to stop with the content. You can still take the content that you already have access to, but I'm going to show you how to run it through a system to create world-class, unique content for you, for your business. And then we're going to create an ultimate lead magnet. We're going to show you how to turn that content into a lead magnet to solve the number one problem that every MSP has, is capturing leads. There are only 3 functions of marketing: capturing leads, converting sales, creating fans. We're going to help you solve that number one problem, which is capturing leads. And we're going to do that in a systematic approach. The other thing that people have a hard time with, which I did being an introvert, was the selling process. We MSPs, IT guys, we hate sales. We hate the selling process. I'm going to show you how to implement a stress-free selling process for your IT business using a proven framework to convert those leads into paying clients. And most of our customers may not sign up with us the first time we meet with them or the second time we meet with them. It doesn't mean that they're bad leads. It doesn't mean that they're bad prospects. It's just a trust issue or a timing issue. But I'm going to show you how to develop a 2 follow-up system and give you exactly what to put in that nurturing sequence to keep those customers engaged, or the prospects engaged, so that they become customers. And again, I know this is an impromptu Friday afternoon session. Let me just jump over to the chat real quick to see if anybody's joined us in the live stream. And if you have questions, like I said, if you're joining us on Facebook or YouTube, pop those questions in. I'm happy to answer any questions for you. But again, I know that this wasn't a scheduled live stream, so we're probably not going to get a whole lot of folks running live today. So I want to go ahead and go full screen so I can actually show you this process. So again, we're going to walk through our customer profile, developing a currency. We are going to identify and come up with a unique message. Then we're going to do a digital brainstorm together and come up with a unique solution that allows you to develop a intellectual property for your IT services. Then we're going to talk about how do we take every single piece of content is going to be related to your unique process, your unique system of getting deliverables for your customer. And it's a unique system. Every single piece of content that you're going to put through is going to be done with the exact same process. And then this is the process for gathering leads. For a lead magnet, we're going to set up a page with a lead magnet. This is going to be our ultimate lead magnet section. We're going to talk about what to put on your opt-in page. The confirmation page, we're going to talk about unique things on your confirmation page that will drive up engagement for people to take the next step with you, which is actually booking an appointment on your calendar. Because none of us can sell managed services over the phone or through our website. This has to be the next step. We need to meet with a customer, whether that's Zoom or whether that's in person. But we need to get them to book a meeting on our calendar. And again, this is part of this stress-free sales process. And then I'm going to talk a lot about this right here. This is something that is definitely a unique qualifier for your prospective clients before you meet with them. And then step numbers in the process, once we have that sales call rather, there is a 6-part process that I'm going to walk you through that is going to show you exactly how to conduct that sales meeting in such a way where there is 0 sales involved. And then hopefully what we've done at that part of the process is we've allowed the customer to take the next step with us, which is either the next step in our assessment process, or at the very least, if a customer is content trying to do this on their own, I'm going to show you how to implement that follow-up system so that we eventually turn them into a prospect and keep them on the radar, keep ourselves on the radar for managed services. So if you have any questions on this, again, please follow up in the chat. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, I'm happy to answer, or YouTube and LinkedIn rather. This is not broadcasting over on Facebook. And like I said, this is not going to be a boring Zoom meeting. This is going to be a live stream. This will not be done on Zoom. This will be a private live stream for 4 weeks starting next Friday afternoon. If you can't make Friday afternoons for any reason for the next 4 weeks, that's okay, because I will have recordings available that will be on our membership site. If you're a Team Orange member already, look for an email with a unique code for you to be able to join this private session for our Team Orange members and our 30-day MSP Growth Map clients. So if you would like to join me, put that in the comments, reach out to me. I will also put a link for more information down in the comments below. But if you have questions or any follow-up questions, I'm going to go ahead and put the link to our page here. And again, as you can see, when we're doing this live stream, we've got less than 7 days before we go live. But I'm going to show you exactly the 9-step process that's going to implement a system inside your business with 0 overwhelm. We're finally going to get rid of the tech guru stuff and implement a system that works for your business in 9 simple steps. I want this to be simple and thorough and something that you're able to implement. So if you have questions on this, again, please, I'm going to put the link in the comments below. I welcome any questions whatsoever over the next week. But again, our first class is going to start next Friday. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Like I said, we just figured we'd do this impromptu session on a Friday afternoon. I know most people probably won't see this, but if you're tuning in over the weekend, catching this live stream on the replay, my name is Andrew Moon, Orange Nomad. I have run in IT businesses. I am a former MSP, and I finally I feel that we have something in the market that is going to allow us to finally solve the number one problem that we have as IT service providers, and that's sales and marketing. So I hope you can join me. I welcome on the journey with me over the next 4 weeks. And thanks again for tuning in. I will talk to you soon, and I will see you next Wednesday on our regularly scheduled live stream, our Do What Is Necessary live stream at 3 Eastern next week. Talk to you soon. Have a great day and have a great weekend.